Hello, everyone. This is the 22nd and 24th President of the United States. Robert Louis Stevenson here. This program is brought to you by Some Other Art Show. Where's the beef? Hey, you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. And if you like his work on the Bonehead comic, you can also watch the Bonehead cartoon. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank y'all.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book. Hello. Welcome to Ink the Book Show. I'm Ryan O'Connor, and I am inking my first graphic novel called Bonehead. There's some boneheads on this page. This is page 190.6. And, I was going to try and mess around with some other thing before I start inking. Let's give it a whirl. So I often color a lot of my drawings with Prismacolor markers. And I think I just found out how I can refill them with isopropyl alcohol. So let me see if I can figure this out real quick, just out of curiosity, because these markers can be pretty expensive. They're about $3 or so online. And when I was getting them in the store for years for like $7 a piece. And that's why bother if I can just refill once in a while. Because I guess what it is the alcohol in the markers will dry up and there will still be ink in there. Like the alcohol evaporates. So I've got my ink poured already, so I kind of want to be quick. Let's see. Oh. But I've got a stronger marker right here of my cloud blue. That's that's one of my favorite markers to break out. Here's a weaker one that I was having a hard time coloring a drawing with recently. So I think here's the fine tip. I'm gonna yank it out, which I didn't know you could do, but I'm one of them simple folk. I've got some 70% isopropyl alcohol here. And I guess 90% would work too. Here, I'm going to get a cup or something. Oh, I've got one right here. So I've got a baby dropper. I've got this hollowed out mechanical pencil. blowing through it to make sure there's no lead stuck in it. And I guess, what's the idea? To use that as a funnel. So, let's see. I got some alcohol in here. Whoa, 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 whoa. It was like spilling out. Got my mechanical pencil sticking in the end. Here, let me raise this. Hey, sucker, quit rolling around. What are you, some kind of a soccer ball? Those roll around, right? Okay. So, I don't know how much of that went in there. Let me try again. Though I'm probably overfilling it. I don't know how much we put in these things. But I'm guessing that's more than plenty. Now, where's my nib? I ruined the whole experiment by losing my nib. Oh, here it is. I should have some like paper towels handy. The one thing I don't have any access to in here is paper towels. Oh. Wait. Fast food napkins. Yeah, thank you, tacos. I knew you were a good idea. So maybe we'll check back on this. Maybe I'll have to add more. But it doesn't seem in bad shape. It doesn't seem in great shape. So we'll check back on it. How about that? All right. I don't know. It's what I hear tell. You can refill them with your isopropyl alcohol. I didn't even know that they'd come off. Let's get to drawing. Here's our page. I'm going to move this laptop out of the way. I've been moving it in and out a lot lately. Okay. Some kind of workspace. Okay, ink in my brush. Get this out of my life. Okay. So this is a pyramid growing. That's right, I said growing. I hope it's clear that that's what's happening in this panel, but it'll probably be more explicit by the fact that my character's probably going to be saying something like, hey, that pyramid's growing. When in doubt, beat your audience's head in with the facts of the matter. So yeah, I've been using Prismacolor markers since middle school, and I'm now a middle school plus aged person. Let's see, how old am I? And how old was I then? So in middle school, I was 13, 14. Now I am 34. So 20 years I've been using Prismacolor markers, and it would be good. It would be so good to be able to just refresh my markers with some cheap isopropyl alcohol. Now I did watch a tutorial from some girl who used the empty mechanical pencil as a funnel kind of thing. I don't know that was working for me, but also I was just trying to be kind of quick about it. And I don't know if my marker was tapping out or if I just was spilling all over the place. Like maybe it was full and overflowing, or maybe I was just spilling. I don't know. Oh, here, let me, that's better. Also, I'm gonna turn this away a bit. Okay. Oh, I didn't make it a point to point out the Ink the Book Show mug available at the Wrangle Shop Tea Public store. Not a big deal, but there is one where you can get stuff with stuff I drew on it. So the link's in the description of all videos up on my Twitch, except this one, until after the live stream ends, at which point I'll post it. But it is also, the link tree is also up on my Twitch page in the About section or something like that. And then, what else? It's everywhere else. I don't know. It's all over the place. Brother, you can't swing a cat without finding my links, where you can also find the Bonehead cartoon that I made and my social media on that link tree. So I was kind of dawdling on starting this because the other day I got these hideous mosquito bites all over my hand. You can maybe see them a little bit. I got like almost 30 mosquito bites on this hand, and I got like 3 or 4 on this hand maybe the other night. And I didn't even notice any mosquitoes out when I was hanging out outside the other night. Until the next morning when I was riddled with mosquito bites. Mostly on just this hand. It was looking pretty gruesome. Now it's not pretty either, but it's a little less. I don't know. But I've got what do you call it? Like Benadryl cream all over my hand. That's all this flaky white stuff that's on me. That's not just my decrepit skin this time. Now it's my decrepit skin and some dried up cream. Mmm, cream. Mmm, cream. Okay, so this is going to be something like this. Almost something exactly like this, in fact. These are steps up the pyramid. This place is like just made out of symbols or something. This is like a purgatory kind of place. That Bonehead currently finds himself in. Then there's like little trails of sand rolling down as this extra step is kind of cracking out of the top. Oh, but I didn't say the part of why I was hesitating to start was that I was worried because there's the few that are on my left hand, my drawing hand, the few mosquito bites that are on this hand are right on the part of my hand that I drag across the page. So now I had a bunch of slimy cream on my hands. And I was afraid that I was going to be smearing this oily stuff all over my page. So I was kind of waiting for it to dry off. And that's the rest of the story. The story about cream. All right. Boy, I hope my marker experiment works. That would be cute. I heard about it from this artist I follow on his Instagram, one of his Instagram reels. That's Brian Shearer, who I follow on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter, and on Locals, for that matter. And he's an artist who's worked on a lot of Hasbro properties, G.I. Joe and Transformers comics. But he also is working on his own right now. He's working on a volume 2 of his Transforming Gunship comic called Gunship Thunder Punch, about a woman whose son was kidnapped by Martians. So she steals a transforming gunship along with a ragtag gang of criminals, I think. And they're trying to get her son back. That's Brian Shearer. So I heard him, or he posted a reel about that today, and then I watched some tutorial of some girl filling up her markers that way. So hopefully I pulled it off. But you know, I'm some kind of nincompoop. So I don't pull stuff off on my first try very often. In fact, I was really debating whether or not I should see if it works on camera. But if it doesn't, we'll have something to laugh about. You and I, mostly you, at me, And you're welcome. Oh, hey, Meredith. How is it that you are? Meredith, my friend from. Yeah, wait. Were you in high school with me? Did you go to my high school? I don't remember you at high school. My friend Kat in the art academy in high school. Her younger sister Meredith. I'm doing good. I was just talking about how I'm riddled with mosquito bites on my right hand specifically. No, we weren't in high school together. Okay. Yeah, I have like probably close to 30 mosquito bites on just my right hand, and like 3 or 4 on my other hand. Maybe just 2 on my drawing hand. But it's driving me up a wall. And I keep smothering it in aloe and Benadryl, and it doesn't seem to last long enough for me. Either that or it's just the mosquito bites are lasting too long for me. What brings you about, Meredith? What lovely plans fell through that brought you here? Said you managed to avoid that school by switching to private school. Oh, that's right. Otherwise, I would have started there right after I graduated. Okay. You assume I had plans. Well, you have all this free time now, don't you? Because you finished school a while back. After decades of school. Eons, even. I said, just knitting. Oh, cool. I thought I'd enjoy your stream whilst doing that. Well, I hope this is some enjoyable knitting content for you. I guess I'm sorry to interrupt your knitting so much. But what are you knitting? I didn't know you knit. My I think my mom used to knit. I don't recall her ever. I remember her having knitting supplies when I was a kid. She had knitting needles and like a bunch of balls of yarn and stuff when I was a kid. Back when I lived in the city, so like when I was 6 and younger. She also had a typewriter that disappeared after we moved out of the city. Um, but my grandmother knit. Like I remember that being a lot of what she did when I was there. I think she used to like sell the things that she would knit to people on their island. I have an aunt that knits clothes that she sells too, come to think of it. Now you want a YouTube playlist of knitting enjoyable content. KnitTube. Content for a softer generation. Let's see. So Bonehead is realizing that this snake is lying to him. This snake, this creepy snake. He's like, "Hey, you're a liar." He's like, "Deceiver." So you don't knit a lot. Sorry. Though you have been recently. You started this project, a blanket, years ago, but school and life kept getting in the way. Is it a special blanket? Here's something I made, or had made. Oh, it's like it's a talk show. Ink the Book Show with Ryan O'Connor. Personalized mug. You know what else? I don't know why I'm giving Trauma all the dang free publicity with the Toxic Avenger shirt. I gotta get me one of these on. Did you hear about all this stuff I've got made? Or I've got. Oh, look at that. Ink the Book Show alligator shirt. Woo! I'm a big mug guy. I just wish there were other sizes available than this tiny one. But I'm a fan. Okay, I'm gonna put that light back on me. Hey, no point on my brush. It's just like a fan. A fan of bristles. You're just telling Chuck, pardon me, that I have merch now. Might have to snag something if you must, but don't feel obligated to. Because you being here is plenty of support for my liking. I put up this one design of it's like some album artwork that I did for my brother that he ended up not wanting to use. It says love and friends, and then along the bottom it says Liam. Uh, and that was something I designed for an album cover, but he wanted something else. So, but I always thought that was really a really cool piece of artwork, and so I put it on a shirt. And he said something about wanting one, and I was like, "Oh, here, let me buy you one." he wouldn't. He goes, "No." Because I think he wants to buy it, but I would buy it. I was trying to tell him I would buy it for him. Let's see. Oh, I didn't finish this eye. Um, So I have to start drawing this revised scene soon because I'm getting really close to needing to I'm getting really close to that part of the story that I was having to fix up and redraw a bit of. Because there was a big continuity error earlier in the book, and so I rewrote this upcoming scene. But that means I have to redraw a bit of it. And then I added some stuff to it, so it just made it more that I have to draw. But it'll make the story better, I think. At this point, everything I do, I'm just trying to make this better. You said, look at me being too generous and polite. Ah. It's more, I don't know. It's I don't need to get paid to draw this stuff. But and the merch that I have up, it's more just that I think it's just cool that it's like available. Like it's stuff that I would want. Like the one I really like is the baby demon one. I want to get a baby demon one with there's one with it and then there's one without it. The Ink the Book Show logo on the back. I want to get the baby demon one with the Ink the Book Show logo on the back. I think that one is pretty cool. The baby demon drawing was originally I know it was an Inktober drawing last year or the year before. I've only done Inktober twice now. Whoa! He's back! Wow! To the grave and back. They said it couldn't be done. They said he wasn't allowed to eat little Hostess donuts on camera. But he did it. Come on, people. Let's make a page. Man. I've also got a new cup of tea brewing. That was annoying. Everything's annoying. But, you know, this is the first time it's froze up on me where I came back on the same broadcast. So there's this whole patch of dead air throughout all that. Where my computer said, "What's the internet?" Until that one golden moment where it went, "Oh yeah." We've still got Meredith here, by the way. She says, "There I be." Oh, I'm gonna get my phone out of the way here. That gap of me dipping out is probably preferable to starting a whole new stream. That's happened maybe 2 or 3 times in the past, where it just kind of froze up all of a sudden. Okay. Okay, and then there's this land behind him. It's like sand and rocks. Heckin' technology, for sure. We had another viewer in here too, and they're extinct. Thanks, technology. I'm gonna refresh my cup of tea since this program's already gone off the rails. All right, just out in the hallway, so it's not too far away. Tea. This is Incan comics for the technologically incompetent. See if I could do a comic inking stream show. Any dang fool could do it. This thing is held together with paper clips and blasting caps. Heck, I'm just a scarecrow. There's a hanger in my back. I'm just chicken wire and hay bales. You said most of your favorite content tends to be off the rails. What kind of tea am I drinking? What am I drinking? I'm drinking just black Tetley tea. Tetley is the brand. The British blend, the purple box. Just water into the round tagless tea bag. Trying to get my brush a little more saturated in ink for this drawing. I'm excited about this one. Now, Meredith, were you able to hear me saying that I was going to try and restart the internet and hope the stream was still working? Is that why you stuck around? You said, plain black tea, you wild. You know, I my whole life since I was 5 years old, I'm 34 now, almost 35 in a couple months. My whole life, I took milk and sugar in my tea until a couple years ago when I was making the Bonehead cartoon. I was just spending all my time at my desk all of a sudden, working on my animation. And I was getting so sick and tired of going up and down the stairs, making a cup of tea every, I don't know, half hour or something. And so I decided to put my tea, the water boiler, the kettle. I had it on my desk that year. I put it on the desk, and I was gonna have like like a sugar bowl in here too, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna get used to black tea, and so that's how I got myself off of putting milk and sugar in tea. And then One day I was like, I've been drinking black tea for so long now. I'm going to have myself a treat and put some milk and sugar in my tea. And I did. I couldn't believe it, but I was like, this is too much. This is not enjoyable anymore, which is good because I don't need all that sugar. Oh, you couldn't hear me, but you saw my hand movements though before the camera cut out. You figured you were trying to say that. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. This snake has these big brows that hang over its eyes. Which I'm not sure if I got from somewhere else or if I made that up. But I really like it. And it doesn't seem like something I would normally do in a character design. But I remember I was trying to come up with like this cool, creepy, different looking snake for this scene. And I was looking at Ka and I don't know, probably some other cartoon snakes. Is there another Disney snake? I can't think of another one, but I feel like there is one. But I remember thinking like, yeah, I don't want him to look like Ka though, but I want him to kind of have a creepy stare or something like that. I don't know how I don't know. Sometimes I just surprise myself though too. That's wild. You can only drink chai. I've tried other I've tried to like other tea, but I've never been able to. This is the kind of stuff I grew up with. Though we I remember when I first started drinking tea, my mom was drinking Lipton all the time. Now my mom's from Ireland, but so it seems weird to me, kind of, that she would ever have been drinking Lipton. But I feel like it wasn't until like 2000 she started drinking other teas, and she's been on Tetley for a long time. She might tell you, I never drank Lipton. I know she wouldn't now, but maybe it was like I have 7 kids and I'm well, she probably didn't have 7 kids when she was in her 30s or late 20s, but it was probably like I can afford Lipton. But I grew up drinking what my mom drank, and yeah, like I said, I've been drinking tea since I was 5. I certainly didn't drink very much of it when I was 5, 6, 7, but probably right after that, I was drinking tea all the time. And more and more as I got into like high school and beyond, like when I was making the Bonehead cartoon, I was drinking at least 8 cups a day. I feel like exposing your mom for drinking Lipton, fake Irish. You said I was successful in making the snake creepy, but not too creepy. Part of it is you're not supposed to. I think you're not supposed to be sure if he's a friend or a foe at first, but by this page, you're like, oh, guy's this guy's trying to get me. Spoiler alert. Does anybody use spoiler alert before the spoiler? Because I apparently don't. But I've drawn this entire book on my live streams, so I'm not afraid of spoiling stuff. It'll be trust me, it'll be more enjoyable when it's in book form. It it'll all hang together and make a lot more sense and be much more interesting as a book. And you'll be like, oh yeah, forgot about that. I forgot. There's a snake in this book. Because this snake's only in here for like 5 or 6 pages. And it almost has nothing to do with the book. In a way. In a way. It almost has nothing to do with the book. I added this scene like after I drew all the other pages. And I just wanted to kind of flesh out this place that Bonehead is. Me too. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I my current plan is what so as I'm getting closer to finishing inking the whole book, I've probably got like maybe 30 pages to go or so, maybe 40 pages, something like that. I think what I still got to figure out how I'm going to scan these in. I think I can do it at my local library. The last time I tried, I could only do PDFs and not PNGs like I wanted to, even though it said I should be able to. But I also didn't ask for any help or anything either. I'm also always looking for a large format printer or scanner that isn't going to bankrupt my operation. Um, so, but we'll figure it out. It is possible to scan this whole book, so I'm not afraid of not scanning this book in and being able to color it. But my thinking is that while I after I scan it all these pages and start working on the coloring, I'll probably still do live streams here and there of the coloring. I probably won't live stream all the coloring, but I think during that phase of the book, I might be putting together 24-page um, issues of it together, and then maybe making them available for people interested in kind of previewing the book while they wait for the full thing. So I think that'll be neat. Be something to tide. The thing is that I'll have something to show for all this time inking. I'm just trying to figure out how to keep people interested in what's going on here. Well, it takes me forever to make this book. Okay. I'm gonna do these back teeth in black. Back in black. I gotta watch my singing because Facebook will mute my video if I sing, I found out. Which is kind of silly because it's like, what if I'm just saying something that generally kind of almost sounds like a song? There's a lot of stuff on Jiminy Christmas. It's because I ate that donut. I had a sore throat earlier this week, and I was clearing my throat a lot, but I also have to clear my throat a lot when I eat something because I'm a dying body. Everything is wrong with me now that I'm in my 30s. Just wait till I'm in my 40s. I'll be a mangled, broken skeleton that's on fire. With a bear trap on my head. And my pants pulled down. And a kick me sign taped to my back. I'll be like, man, I wish I was in my 30s again. Then this guy comes up and puts bunny ears behind my head, and I'm like, "Oh, you dirty dog!" You say, my body decided that it's already in its 30s, even though I have over a year left of my 20s. Over a year left? To be young again. Is that a song? Probably. I'm going to get canceled by YouTube and murdered by Twitch for singing, that is. Even though I might have just made that entirely up. You wanted a heads. Oh, no fussing, no complaining until you're there. My dad's having his knees replaced. He's had one replaced, and then so he's got this one unsightly scar on his left knee. I forget which one. His right knee, and then he's getting his left done eventually. But my knees have been aching for years, and now I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to get my knees replaced like way sooner than he did. Like not necessarily within 10 years, but I don't know. Just I don't want them smashing my knees with a mallet and sucking out the bone particles and uh, putting some plastic goo all up in my knee sack or whatever they did to my dad. That gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't want to deal with that. Can't God just fix them for me? He's like, yeah, like you pray and go to church enough for me to do that. I try. Yeah, but he's like, yeah, but the Ten Commandments. What do you got on those? I'm like, ooh, I'm a wreck. You say, I'm just ranting here. I'm slowly falling apart. Good times, much joy, such youth. Oh yeah, the knees will get you. They will get us all. feel like my hand is a little shaky on this drawing, so I want to be a little more sturdy on this little effect here. This little starburst is like his shock. You say, yeah, God's gonna hold out on you for that. Such a heathen. I'm certainly not good enough for the Lord. There's this snake belly. Ah, shoot! You darn fool. You done inked where you ought not to have inked. We got white for that. I gotta remember, I gotta check on my marker to see if my experiment at the top of the show worked. I was trying to refill my Prismacolor marker, excuse me, for the first time with some isopropyl alcohol. To see if it's working any stronger. Because if that works, like other artists are telling me it does today, then that is probably going to save me a lot of money in the future. And if it didn't work, that is just because I did it wrong. So we're on the last panel. So here's Bonehead going, yipe! I think I just penciled in his word bubble because I think what it is that it's not in the script. And I felt like that was a good thing to add him saying. So I wrote it down there. So I'll have to like commit it to somewhere, probably write it onto the script before I erase these pencils. So my I have a 100-page script that that is pretty much this 250-page graphic novel. I thought it was going to be closer to 200 pages when I first printed out my 100-page script. I didn't think it would be that long. I didn't think the comic version of it would be that much longer. I figured it was about 2 pages per script page. And for the most part, it was pretty close to that. But like toward the end, where there was more action on the script page, it filled out more comic pages. Then it was getting to be like 3-4 pages per script page as I got more into the climax of the story. You said that would be super cool. The stuff gets so expensive, yeah. So I tried using it right away, but I couldn't quite tell if it was any better or not. And I have like three of this color of marker that I tried it on. So if I ruined it, it's no big deal. But then again, I dropped $350 or whatever it is on a new one. Anyway, throw his tie in here a little bit. And then the snake is chomping at him. Oh, I didn't realize I left that comment up there this whole time. See, now all of a sudden I started drawing him with these triangular stripes. I didn't do that on the previous like 3 or 4 pages, so I'm not going to I don't know. I'm not going to start now. I might do it in the colors. How about that? That might work. Because I think there are these like kind of symbol pages that I open and close the book with. And I know there's one with the snake. And I think I gave him those triangular stripes on that. Like one of the last pages of the book has this snake. So I was kind of not sure which way to go when I started these pages. Some of them had, like, I was pretty sure that one had the triangular black stripes. But the first, like, 3 pages with this character didn't. So I was kind of debating it, and I went with not doing it. Mostly because I couldn't see it. But I probably should have done it. He's chomping. It's like another effect from him biting. It's gonna be like this yellow little burst kind of coming from the clap of his teeth. Or white or something. See, I gave his lips like a little bit of detail here. Yeah, the Prismacolor markers, I didn't start buying them online until like last year. And especially once I started doing the drawing every day and coloring all my drawings that I was doing for like a year or so, I was going to Hobby Lobby and buying like 12 Prismacolor markers at a time. And at Hobby Lobby, they are $7 a piece or more. And that's just all I ever knew, just buying them at Hobby Lobby. And then one day it occurred to me to go to dickblick.com, where they were like half price. They were like 3 something, or if you bought 12 or more, you could get them for like 2 something. It's a bit more than that now. So I think they might be like 4 something, and then it goes down to 3 something. But still, it's better than buying them in the brick and mortar store. And then once in a while, I've had to I'm like, I need this marker now. So I went and bought a couple at the store. I was like, oh yeah, this sucks. Why do I need it now? I don't think I've ever really needed a Prismacolor marker now. But I'm impatient. I'm more impatient than I am cheap. Sometimes. Oh, and then he's got some kind of like motion lines coming off him. I did that side. Okay. I think this might be a wrap on this page. This was a pretty quick and easy page, honestly. In spite of the big long break in the show in the middle. Okay. So this was the good one, actually. This was the bad one. Remove the ink. Well, since I can't pull these pages apart. Oh, wow. That is better. That is way stronger than, I don't know if you can see. This was my other marker, my good one. Here, let me turn this away. This was my good marker before. This was this marker before. Now this one is stronger than both. So I think that means it's working. Let me try this side. Yeah, that's stronger. Okay. That was drawing like this before. And I don't know if I don't think this is showing up on the camera very well at all, but it did get stronger. This side still feels kind of weak, but it is definitely drawing stronger. And that is pretty cool. Let me make sure I'm not just mixing up my markers. Yeah, this one's strong too, but I think this is the strong one from before. Yeah, because I didn't move that. That was just sitting down there. So anyway, it worked. So if you didn't see it at the beginning of this video, I tried refilling my Prismacolor marker with some isopropyl alcohol using a busted up mechanical pencil and an eyedropper. Busted up mechanical pencil with nothing in it. One that you can blow through and air comes out. So there's no ink, or what do you call it? Lead in it. A little eyedropper that I got at Walgreens. So you can see me do that. If that's something that might help you, it'll help me. I was so excited to learn that was a thing. Let's see. What did Meredith say? I hate when you need a lot of something for a project and you can't get it in bulk. Art and hobbies can get stupid pricey. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like and the thing is, like, so I was buying like 12 Prismacolor markers at a time. And then I was trying to do a drawing every day for like a couple years, like religiously. I would definitely get a drawn colored drawing in and posted to Facebook and, or what do you call it, Instagram and Twitter every day. And it was like I had to buy new marker. Like I would have to replace burnt out markers like every, I don't know, at least month, if not like less, like 3 weeks or something. So it was getting to be expensive, especially when I was buying them at $7 a pop that whole time in those 2 years. But anyway, I'm ready to do something else. I'm probably going to work on some sketchbook drawings tonight. Work on the scene that I'm reworking. I'm going to do some writing, maybe some drawing, penciling, or at least thumbnails. I might do that because I got to get moving on that because that's fast approaching. That's that scene. So I got to kind of get into it. What else? I love seeing the Ink the Book Show logo on the screen. Anyway, yeah, I'll be drawing tonight. And then I'll be back to ink another page tomorrow evening, a bit later than today. I went on at maybe about 6 o'clock, 6:30, 6:45, something like that today. I'll be later tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here and probably make something to eat and then start drawing again off camera. But this has been Ink the Book Show. Thank you for chatting with me, Meredith, and indulging me while you knit. Maybe sometime we'll get you on here knitting while I'm drawing, and it'll be like a multimedia experience. All right. Take a gander at the links, everybody. Maybe click around, watch a couple other shows. Hopefully you don't fall asleep during them. And I don't know. Thanks for watching. Keep on watching. This has been Ink the Book Show. Goodbye, everybody. I love you. And I think you're destined for greatness.